Triple H is not a fucking racist. That La Familia is still in this, and now Final Testament has to go is ridiculous.
Fuck Paul Ellers. Like, that's borderline crack. I'm not even gonna take. I'm not even.
And Charlotte's probably got the most aura.
His words. Medals are cool. Okay, let me just go ahead and put that out of
Who likes it? Andre Lewis.
He's a great promo.
What about Nick Nemeth gets me emotionally invested?
Drifting on a melody.
Y'all niggas gotta go to bed.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
I just need to clear my mind now. It's been racing since the summertime. Now I'm holding down the summer now. And all I want is what I can't buy now. Cause I ain't got the money on me right now. And I told you to wait. Yeah, I told you to wait. So I'ma need a little more time now. Cause I ain't got the money on me right now. And I thought you could wait. Yeah, I thought you could wait. These bitches surround. Oh, what's something about me? Then they talk about me. Would be lost without me. We could have been somebody. Thought you'd be different about it. Now I know we're united. So let's get on with it. We could have been somebody. Said you had to tell somebody. Let's take it back to the first party.
Boom. Just like that. Just coming in. No intro, no none of that. Don't adjust your screens, whatever you're watching on. Yes, it is me, Dre Macon, here of the 3D Wrestling Podcast. I know you're noticing where's my compadres, Daniel and Duran. So we're going to figure some stuff out because we might have to relocate days. So Wednesdays may not be our territory anymore. You know, work and stuff like that it was kind of hard, three mingling and whatnot. So we might be relocating days. Right now, the front runner is a Sunday. So we might have a live episode this coming Sunday going on right now. So yeah, like I said, what we're going to do for today, because like I said, it's Wednesday. We still want people to see content. We still want people to spread love and have a good time because after what we just saw at AEW Dynasty, I mean, really, are y'all watching that right now? So, are we exactly? So, I just want to let you guys know, thank you for all the support. Thank you to all the new viewers, the new followers, all the old followers that's been sticking around for all the love that's going on right now. It's been kind of crazy since those Jim Johnson videos came out. Honestly, that was just a random spontaneous thought on a road trip back to Charlotte, and it just kind of blew up to what it is now. So you'll most likely be seeing those skits every single Wednesday on Instagram and TikTok, along with our other content. You're going to make sure that you subscribe to our Instagram and TikTok as well. Same thing, 3D Wrestling Podcast. Welcome everyone that's on right now. How y'all doing? We're going to play some content in a little bit, but I'm just letting everybody know where to find our work, the update on the work, and what's going on. If you're just coming in, like I said, we're probably going to be relocating days. So possibly we're going to have a live episode with all the guys this Sunday, same time, 8 p.m., 8:15ish. You know how CP time goes. And then we're going to keep it rocking from there. But yeah, like I said, thank you for all the guys for the support, for everything that's been going on recently. We've been getting a lot of crazy everything. It's been hundreds of views and everything that we do, thousands of views. TikTok kind of low-key hold my likes on the very first one because it was at 64,000, and then it just got to 0 out of nowhere. But that's a lot of likes and a lot of love, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So I'm still going to be here, still going to be sticking around. I'm just going to play what's good, front row. How y'all doing? I'm going to play an older episode, but I'm still going to be in the background. So if you got questions, comments, type them in the chat, put discussions in the chat. What do you want to see in future episodes and stuff like that? I'll post it up here and I'll answer it as well. Main thing also as well, something else that we just collaborated on That's our boy Pun. He has his season premiere of his podcast coming this Friday, so you can find that literally in every single aspects of podcast stuff everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, things like that. You can find They Call Me Pun, WTRG podcast, Wrestling the Rap Game podcast. Make sure you look that up. I am going to drop the intro that was made by yours truly. That is going to be his intro for his podcast. Like I said, that's going on the season premiere this Friday. So make sure if you're here, I'll probably drop that in the banner in a little bit. So make sure to follow that. And I think that's it. Possibly. What up, y'all? What up, Nate the Kid? Y'all probably watching. What up, Kevin J. Callis? What up, Daniel? What up, Duran? What up, Derek? What up, Front Row? What up, a quick roll up? What up, everybody? What up, Brian? What up, Corey? What up, everyone who's watching? You all look beautiful today, all of you. If you want to cop this shirt, let me know about that too. I DM you because making art makes sense. All right, I'm done chatting. Enjoy the content. Enjoy this lovely intro that I made for Pun's podcast this Friday, and then I'm gonna go straight into the other classic episode. Our classic episode is the Best Feuds Bracket Part 1, and you can find this on our YouTube, 3D Wrestling Podcast. So, like I said, I'll still be here. If you have any questions, type it in the chat. Any comments, type it in the chat. I'll still be lingering. So,
Yeah. We've been around the world. We're not in the hood no more. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Look. I'm front row watching SmackDown in the garden. We made a fall from them basements in apartments. Used to have them dubs and sour on the park bench. Down to put in work, it don't matter how the job get. I felt like last summer could have been my hardest. Sleeping in my car, God testing where my heart is. I could never let the devil tell me what I'm worth. Cause I came from nothing, now I've been around the earth.
In the same since I elevated. So many things I could have said but couldn't tell you, baby. You keep on thinking I'ma change, I'ma sell it, baby. And ain't I tell you that you're pretty when you're jealous, baby. You know thugging it been a modus. I'm a nigga, I thought you noticed. Why you think I flooded the whole wrist? Yeah, they got it, but now they focus.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
The Acclaim, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaim, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? If you believe yours is the only way, then you're the fool lives the time. Well, you just have no hell, you're gonna pay on the other side. Once you reach the other side.
and there it is.
Howdy.
Howdy. What's good? Hold on the group page. Let's see what's happening. Where are we at? The where is the group page? Yeah, it should be.
I got your live up. I got my live up. There's nothing on the group page.
All right, so we'll check that in a second, but we're just going to get that popping in the meanwhile. So yeah, what's going on, guys? How's it going? Woo! It is Wednesday, April 24th. So you know what that means? Taxes are done. That's it.
That's what that means.
That's it. That's all I got. But
Duran,
Yes.
Mr. King Apollo.
Yes.
I just miss you. You know.
Hello,
Just
sir.
want Just want to say hey.
Hi.
He's always
How
so
you doing,
happy.
sir? How y'all doing?
He's always
How's
so
everyone
happy.
doing?
I'm great. Honestly.
I'm alright. Just chilling, surviving.
Surviving R. Kelly or surviving Diddy?
Ooh.
Either one. I'm not 15.
So if you had a choice of surviving R. Kelly or surviving Diddy, which one would you choose?
I mean, I can be surviving R. Kelly because R. Kelly didn't like men. He just liked young girls.
He remixed Ignition.
And his jail
You know?
sentence is hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong
Did
with a
he-
little bump and grind.
It does when they're not of age. But Diddy didn't care. Diddy was just a hole's a hole.
He said, I'm fucking everything. Everything.
Diddy was just a hole's a hole, man. Diddy came up with new cocaine. He was smuggling pink cocaine. You know what pink cocaine is? It's cocaine and ecstasy mix.
What?
He was smuggling that into Florida and having that at his parties. I'm not surviving Diddy. I'm good.
What part?
It is.
What part of Florida?
Yes.
With that being said, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3D Wrestle Podcast. We are already off the rails. We're veering off course. We can't be saying that anymore. I was about to say RIP. He's not dead, but
He's definitely not dead.
His
His
career
career is, though.
years old. Sorry.
The career
Sorry,
is gone.
singer, gender, and
He
Brandis Orlando.
about to show up in South African wrestling.
I don't
What?
think we will ever see him again.
You never know. Maybe he'll beef up like Jinder and come back and be WWE champion by defeating Randy Orton, who at that time would be 18-time world champion.
Yeah, that was wild. Jinder Mahal's title reign was longer than all of Edge's combined.
Respect on Jinder Mahal. I didn't even know that he was still not even 40 years old yet. So, you know, he still got some miles on his tank.
You know who don't have any more miles on their tank? OJ Simpson. All right, let's start the show.
Well, we did start the show.
Yep. He's coming.
Yeah,
So ridiculous. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I know he's going to change it up real quick. We was going to veer to another format, but we'd be remiss if we didn't touch upon. I know, Daniel, you probably have been itching about it a little bit. This recent AEW pay-per-view, with a couple of moments that happened during the pay-per-view. I won't go with the whole, the obvious with the piece of shit that we're going to possibly talk about, but we're just going to go with the match of Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay. So I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that before we go into our tournament of best feuds of all time. It's crazy that this is still an old episode and we're still talking about like AEW pay-per-view.
Really, all I'll say is this. Match was awesome. Would have been 10 times more if it meant something. The match literally, the only thing I was invested in was, all right, yeah, who's the better wrestler? The match was cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great back and forth. I think the way that like Meltzer and them are talking about the match, I think they're like kind of overdoing it because the match was awesome. That match, this don't even bump shoulders with like any of the Kenny Okada matches. So like the way that they're talking about it, like, I don't know. I thought the match was great. I thought it was awesome, but it was just fell victim of what's it matter? Awesome match though. Great athleticism.
I believe it was a great bout for the match that it was. obviously hearing Bryan Danielson might retire after this year. So I think it was a good match. Now the unnecessary amount of glazing that it's getting,
Bro, that's what I'm saying, Duran. What the
Bro,
fuck is
the
happening? We've
bro,
seen real
like-
monsters before. We've seen them.
like bro, like I know Will Ospreay is great, Danielson is great, and not taking anything away from the match, but bro, you're not, bro. Go watch Kenny and Okada 2 at Dominion. Watch that. You want a great match of all time? Watch that. You want a great match of all time? Watch Undertaker versus Shawn 2. You like y'all doing some unnecessary amounts of glaze. Like, get off your knees, bro.
I don't even think this was better than the first from Wrestle Kingdom last year, Ospreay and Omega.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not even better than Sammy and Nakamura at NXT.
What a classic.
Interesting.
Like it's up there, but in terms
It
of
was
like,
really good.
it
But
was- it
people
was a
are
great match.
glazing this match, bro.
But you know what's crazy? The same people who glazed this match are the same people that was wild hype that Monet didn't sign back to WWE. Like it's that level of glazement. Like for what? You're glazing for what? It's
And
not
what
that
has she done?
a whole bunch of nothing. Just like Tony Storm's career. Anyways, it's just I mean, our timeless Tony Storm does a whole lot of nothing. Anyways,
I like Tom.
Oh, speaking of timeless Tony Storm, I don't really know what her beef was, but for her to make the comment of, no matter how many stories I finish, no matter how many, I'm never going to ask you to come get into the ring. It's like, why? And
Yeah,
then, go ahead, Jay.
I don't get the unwarranted shot at WWE that just like nobody. I don't know if she's just doing that because in character or what, but yeah, she just really just called out a whole bunch of people for literally no reason at all. But
right. Meanwhile, when you was in WWE, you was the face of a whole company at one point. Like you was the face of women's UK wrestling before everybody was Gaga over Rhea. Y'all had a whole rivalry. Like, what are you talking about?
yeah, she took Rhea's title reign for second UK champ.
Exactly. So, like I said, bro, AEW's unnecessary amount of glazing is crazy. The fact that you know what, the people who glaze the Danielson Ospreay match are the same people who are happy that Jack Perry came back.
I just want to say one initial key point, and I want all of the internet to just really understand and know this. Based on the NXT title match last night between Trick and Ilya Dragunov, the people that's going on the internet and saying, "Oh, were they copying off of the ending of Daniel Bryanson and Will?" Just do me a favor. Just close the keyboard or just put your lock screen on your phone. Go somewhere else, your local library. Go on that computer and just literally Google or go on YouTube the Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams match in Vengeance Day. Watch the ending to that match. It's the exact same ending, which was before the Ospreay and Danielson match. Just want to add that. So
I mean,
I
there's plenty
hated
of
that people were talking about that too. I knew I was like, people are gonna say that shit.
there's plenty of WWE matches who ended the same way. So they
Mhm.
also, if they have a problem with that, they can go to their local train station, buy a ticket, wait for the train to arrive, and then jump in front of it.
That too.
Like, go ahead and join OJ Simpson in the wait line.
So all right. So we got through that. Yeah, Jack Perry came back. That's all we got to really say about that. I don't even know.
I will
guess
say this though about Jack Perry: the face that nigga made killed me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit killed me. Cause you know what Jack Perry was? Jack Perry's that meme of like, I got my ass beat, but I said what I said though. Like that's what Jack Perry is. Jack Perry's to get his ass beat, but still talk shit afterwards, even though you got your ass beat. And I respected it. Fuck
He's
Jack
gonna-
Perry though.
Yeah, he's
Someone
going
need to teach him how to squabble.
He's going to get very Dominic Mysterio-esque vibes. So
Or the AEW crowd's gonna cheer him like he's the biggest babyface in the world.
which would make no sense at all.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can hear them cheer with all the open seats. It just echoes and reverberates off of nothing. Just like the pop that Matt Hardy had at the end of TNA Hard to Kill.
I don't.
Sir,
Some
some people gotta just retire. I
My
think it's
nigga.
about that time.
My nigga.
And yada yada yada. Once again, what up, people? Just letting y'all know that this is an older episode. We might be live this coming Sunday, I believe, same time, 8 p.m. I'll let you guys know definitely, without a doubt, before it happens. So, like I said, join us this Sunday. Right now, this is a previous episode of the Best Feud Brackets Part 2, classic episode. I'm probably just going to skip ahead to when we get there, and there it goes. So right now it's going best WWE feuds of all time. So it's not going WCW or New Japan right now. There are other options, but that could be a future episode.
I just want to inform you. Side note: my Italian father just texted me and said, "I'm watching you. I'm watching you three guys. Go Bruno Sammartino, Italian Power." It's from my father. That's what he wanted me to let us
Italian.
know.
Italian Power, very, very, it's very close. It's very close.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what? That's your father. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy.
We had to brink. We had to brink.
He first typed white power. He's like, wait.
No.
Italian.
Mozzarella. So
Actually, Dre, it's mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
what'd you say about Rusev? All right, so this is the best WWE feuds of all time.
Bada boopy.
Let's go.
Round of 64. Let's do it. All right, so we already know the drill. We know how to start it off. Okay. So let's base some rules before we even start this, okay?
Yeah, what's the ground rules here?
All right, so we're basing it, I'm guessing, should we go off of rivalries, like the feud itself, like how significant it was? Should we base it off the matches itself, the importance,
Or in Daniel's case, how we feel.
Yeah, how did you feel in the moment emotionally? No, because at that point, Kofi Mania is winning this whole thing.
Yeah, because Daniel was on TV. Unless Bruno Sammartino comes in, then the dad's gonna take over.
Yeah, Bruno's in here. My dad. I'm gonna call my father and be like, "Hey, there you go. This one's for you."
How'd you know? How you like this when it was in black and white?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's Kofi and Bryan, but we can't sleep on the Triple H and Taker end of an era. Some great promo work between them. Defending Sean's honor. Sean telling him that he can't do it. Come on, bro.
Drake
go ahead.
first.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just go based off of what Triple H Undertaker did 3 different WrestleManias, obviously 3 different, and they had little chippy rivalries in between and stuff like that. So obviously Kofi and Bryan was a big, massive moment, but I just know that Triple H Undertaker's rivalry literally lasted years and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
that goes back, bro.
yeah, it's really deep. Pause. No Diddy.
No, none of that. No Diddy.
So, Heron.
So the only thing I feel like I don't remember much. I remember more the match for Bryan and Kofi better than the feud.
What up, Nate the Kid? It is a previous episode we're doing. What's going on? How y'all doing? Thanks for joining in. Like I said, this is a previous classic episode of the 3D Wrestling Podcast. We possibly could be relocating days, and you might see us this Sunday at 8 p.m. live, all three of us. But I'm still here. I'm in the background lurking, chatting, saying some side stuff and whatnot. So, like I said, enjoy this classic episode. If you have any questions, comments, still put it in the chat. I'll still upload it. And make sure to keep liking, subscribing, and tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, so we can get our bills paid. It'll be lovely. So, like I said, keep on watching, keep on joining. Thank you for being a loyal supporter. And yeah, enjoy this classic episode for right now.
I might just be emotionally yelling right now, but
You are.
You guys are absolutely right about the whole thing. And the answer is Triple H and The Undertaker.
Okay, yeah, yeah, there you go. Because I was like, I don't remember.
And you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the time where Undertaker and Kane were like the Brothers of Destruction, and Kane was backstage holding Stephanie like up in the air, like on like a catwalk almost or some shit. And Taker, American Badass, sitting there being all cool and shit, like, yeah, y'all gonna have to fight us, you know what I'm saying? He's like, put Stephanie down. That was some hoodlum shit right there.
I thought he was definitely about to drop Stephanie like 7 stories in that moment. So
yeah, like a sack of potatoes.
The things the McMahons used to do back in the day, just for a pop, is crazy. Like, if you really think about it, the things they really put themselves in a storyline to do is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the McMahons. So up next we got Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch. I don't even know if they had a single match, but they were supposed to.
That's crazy. You had the same person in both pictures.
I see what you did there.
And Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. And obviously Rook is referencing Becky Hogan, which is what we've been seeing on the interwebs recently because of the recent title. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's not gonna work for me, lad.
Justice for Jax. So yeah, what are y'all thoughts on that?
I'm not gonna lie. This might sound crazy, but I'm gonna give it to Hogan and Andre. Because there was so much build between that. Like, even though we don't want to give it to Hogan because he sucks and he's the one that will text you white power in the middle of the night. You like, but like, let's be honest, bro. There was so much stuff. The build for Hogan, Andre winning the belt, giving it to Ted DiBiase, and then Andre ripping the goddamn chain off of Hogan's neck, damn near tearing his shirt open. No, Hogan, and ripping the motherfucking chain off his neck.
Oh God,
that shit was crazy. I don't know why Andre's automatically Jamaican, but there you go.
No, brother Hogan.
Hogan,
I give Hogan the big up.
You're not gonna get no title,
man. Andre was drinking 32 Guinness before.
Mad red stripe in this room.
32 red stripe in Oxtail.
Nigga, I'm not gonna lie. Andre the Giant stab at a Jamaican restaurant would put the niggas out of business for a day.
Andre is a Jamaican ass name too.
Right, but it just depends on how you say it. If you say it with a silent H, but the H is prevalent, then he's Jamaican. Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Jamaican Giant. That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Hogan and Andre because they had so much build before WrestleMania. Like, Ronda was she just talked mad shit, and Becky was like, "Bitch, I'll stop." Like, I feel like most of Becky's rivalries are just. This sounds crazy to say, but I feel like they talk mad shit, and then Becky comes out and be like, "I'll be the one to shut you up," and then she does it. like that.
Right.
That's pretty much a fact. Like,
bro, NXT came in. Oh, There's nobody to challenge me. And then Becky Lynch came out of nowhere. I'll be the one to shut you up. And then she did.
Stop saying it. I'll be the one to shut you up.
Exactly. This is
What
every
happened?
time.
What happened with Bianca Belair when she was
Yeah,
world
what
champion?
happened to Bianca in SummerSlam? Duran, tell us. What happened?
Bianca had her belt, right? And she was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then Becky came out of nowhere, like, "I'll be the one that shut you." Bro, that's all Becky does, bro. She was day one with Rhea Ripley. She was like, "Man, who's gonna challenge me?" And Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble, like, "I'll be the one." There
I'll
you
be the
go.
one.
I'll be the one that shut you up, and then she did it. But then Rhea won, and then Becky won the night after. So, shout out to Becky Lynch being champion. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Hogan and Andre.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go based on importance of the rivalry. Like I said, I don't think Becky and Ronda even had a singles match together, which it's probably for the better. So I think of importance. I'm gonna go with Hogan and Andre. Daniel, if you want to cast a vote.
Nah, you go ahead and put that through.
I'll be the one to shut you up.
I'll be the one to shut you up.
Okay, so I mean,
First
it's
of
a
all-
little easy, but I don't know. But yeah, it's a little
It's
easy.
easy. It's easy.
It's hella easy. Why is Paul Heyman even up here? We no.
Their feud
But-
lasted a little while.
Nah, we're good. It's mad easy because that Undertaker versus Mankind Broiler Room match that was
exactly.
a whole thing.
People go straight to the Hell in a Cell and skip past the boiler room, bro. And I
That
don't
was-
like the disrespect.
That was a whole thing. They wasn't that like a was that the match they used to for the Super Bowl? Remember that they had, or was that the Rock and
That
Mankind?
was the Rock and
That was a rock
Mankind.
band.
When
That was a
Mankind
halftime.
had the
Okay.
greatest pin of all time with the forklift on
Okay.
the Rock with the pallet.
Copy.
Just the camera conveniently on that pallet. Just
Great.
Yeah, but yeah, they had a
yeah.
whole there was a whole thing. Come on, people still say for the love of mankind when you toss people off a cell. Like we're not
My God, he's broken in half.
yeah.
Man's got a damn family.
And I know Brian would be remiss if I didn't say this. Mankind made snot come out the Undertaker's nose. So yeah, there's that. I think that was his debut actually too. So
the Mankind spot was so good that they tried to redo it with Rikishi and it just didn't feel the same. Like it was so good.
it's because we saw that mattress underneath all that hay when Rikishi flopped on it. So
Bro, everything just came up like
he just like, oh my God, Rikishi fell off, Serta.
Like, nobody was concerned. And they just went. Nobody batted an eye. They was like, damn, that's crazy. All right, who's gonna win the match?
right. I'm not gonna lie, there was mad people probably hating, like, yeah, kill his fat ass. It was like, what?
Wow.
Like, that's what you get for running over Stone Cold Steve Austin. that might have been me. I might have been the one like, go fuck yourself. I hope they kill that nigga. He tried to kill Steve Austin.
That's crazy.
I was
Daniel,
9. I was 9 years old.
Daniel had the keys for the truck. He was like, I'm gonna drive off. They were like, Daniel, no.
Please don't.
I was ready. Yeah, Mankind and Taker. Eddie and Ray.
They fought over a child.
Yeah, bro.
That was
Okay.
that was the championship. They fought over a child.
You know what? The only reason I'll agree is because honestly, Brock Lesnar beat the dog shit out of Undertaker every chance he got. Pretty much. I think Undertaker won one match against Brock.
Nah, that one where they was brawling backstage and like out the ring, that was one of the greatest things I ever seen. About Undertaker's eyes was shot open. It was like,
and like
Brock was about to kill R-Truth.
the one that Undertaker won, he cheated to win. So it's like it's not much of a rivalry if you're getting your ass whooped all the time.
Yeah, nah.
It's like Alex Pereira versus Adesanya. Like that's what you get.
Look
That
at you.
one,
Look at you making sports references.
there we go. It's in the game.
Shouts out to Ryan Garcia.
Smart man, by the way. But yeah, y'all going with Eddie and Ray. That's two, and favoritism.
Look,
From me.
man,
Favoritism. Oh, oh, oh.
Well,
All right.
but why that song? Why that song? You know what? Cue the Snoop Dogg Riders of the Storm.
don't know. Into this world. No, don't get me started.
All right. My answer to this is Triple H and Shawn. Just because of the emotional part that came with the great matches. Kurt and Benoit, what you can't take away from them. Absolute clinics. But Benoit's canceled and redacted, and all this was really based off most of the time was who the fuck was the better wrestler. And that was really all they needed back then because these boys fucking delivered. But I have to go with Triple H and Shawn, especially with the Who Done It back in 2002, which then Shawn came out of retirement. And yeah, wonderful street match. Went to Elimination Chamber. Shawn wins the title. Then they go to fucking Armageddon. Shawn loses the title. Then they fight again at the Royal Rumble. It's a double count out type shit. Those boys just kept trying to kill each other whenever they had the chance. And it always meant something. It's got to be Triple H and Shawn. But I love Angle and loved past tense Benoit.
Yeah, before CTE took over his life and made it a one-page chapter. What? Chris Benoit's the only person that made Mr. McMahon come back from blowing up his own car. Anyways, yeah, Kurt Angle and Benoit, they just gave you great matches. But like Daniel said, the Who Done It, and then you find out backstage that Shawn wasn't really feeling himself, but Triple H had his back and was like, now you can still do this. That's why we got the unsanctioned match to prove.
The greatest pedigree that ever took place, by the way, when they were doing the DX fucking entrance and Triple H did like the let's get ready to suck it, and then he kicked Shawn. This motherfucker jumped so high. He jumped so high during that pedigree. No reason. And it was the greatest pedigree that ever took place. It was beautiful.
There's two pedigrees that's greater. Dre has one of them that he's gonna put on a shirt later on in life. It's the one with Stephanie McMahon with the Yiddies out.
That's why.
and then the other one is where he pedigree Shawn and Triple H's earlier career, but Shawn dove straight down.
That's not Shawn.
Is that or is that Lance Storm? I couldn't tell by the pants.
That was just some jobber, I think.
Yeah, some random jobber.
Okay, that's
the
even
red
worse.
and white striped pants.
Yes,
yeah,
and he dove straight down, and he basically he basically turned to draws. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Triple H and Shawn Michaels because, like, especially now, later on, you learn about backstories. That backstory was crazy because Shawn really didn't believe in himself, and like Triple H was basically like amping him up.
And yeah, Shawn's mom went up to Triple H and just gave her the look, and Triple H looked at her. Triple H said, "I'm gonna take care of your boy."
Mama Hickenbottom.
Mama Hickenbottom. God bless her soul.
Also, I'm pretty sure Triple H really hit Shawn with a sledgehammer, like for real.
Oh, bro, at the end,
For real.
Bro, mind you, I'm 11 years old. I'm watching live. Like, I'm watching on the pay-per-view. Sean gets the roll-up victory, the most devastating maneuver in all pro wrestling. Rolls him up, gets the 1, 2, 3. Thank you, God. I love you. And like, we're kids. Usually we get the sledgehammer where you got, you cover up the top. Bam. You know what I'm saying? This man, Triple H, came with the sledgehammer straight, both hands on the stage, just boom to the top of his back. I was like, yo, he just killed him. Cause we ain't really see sledgehammer hits like that back then.
Good God, he's dead.
He put that shit up like he owed his ass money. Dang. Wasn't nice.
Nigga said, "Welcome back."
Yeah.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels taking it through officially. Yes.
Absolutely.
We can't even like anything Chris does because he want to fuck up his own life.
Jeez, that's how you really feel. Oh gosh.
Kane and Undertaker, 100%. I can't. The SummerSlam, the Money in the Bank match between Punk and Cena, obviously classic. This was one of the greatest stories ever fucking told.
That is true.
Ever.
Can't
ever. From the debut at Hell in a Cell to him fucking up his older brother, all of us being kids and being terrified. Who the fuck is this guy? That's Kane. We heard all about Kane leading up. He's here. Kane keeps fucking up his brother. Taker don't want to put any hands on his baby brother. It's not gonna happen.
That's gotta be Kane.
Also, you know how strong you have to be at the time to rip a door off his hinges? He dead ripped the Hell in a Cell door off the hinges and then placed it to the side.
Like nothing. So that's why all of us was terrified because he was only coming out with that red Fiend light back in the day. And that was that.
No music, just Paul Bearer with the blonde hair and him ripping off the door off the goddamn hinges.
Oh yeah, and like I'll never forget after, because you think about it, Taker didn't touch Kane for the longest time. So then when they did the Royal Rumble thing where Shawn and Taker had the casket match, and then they cost in the match, and they fucking beat the casket with the axe, doused it in gasoline, set it on fire, right? We're children, bro. This shit we're watching. Children. The Raw, when he came back, Taker was standing on the casket or sitting on the casket, and then it comes up, and Kane tries to shoot fire down at him, and Taker's just walking through. He's like, I will walk through the gates of hell to get to. Oh my goodness.
And that's only Kane with the mask. Don't forget Kane unmasked when the whole look back for the Royal Rumble and then the gong. Yeah,
bro, let me tell you, first of all, let's see. Undertaker stopped being American Badass 2003 Survivor Series, November.
Yes.
Okay. We got the first gong at what? The Royal Rumble 2004?
Yep.
It felt like that 2 months.
Felt like 7 years.
Like 7 fucking years. I don't know how wrestling time works, but that legitimately felt like 7 years. And then that build from January to April for WrestleMania 20 of getting back the Dead Man was insane, bro. We got the ring shaking. Oh yeah, that's Kane and Undertaker easily.
Shout out! I want to do a quick reminisce back in the day to WrestleMania 14. That moment you were just talking about with Undertaker walking through the fire and stuff like that. I never forget this. Shout out to my mom. Because, I really didn't know what was going on at that point in time. I was like, whatever. Obviously, I was whatever. So, but the way she was explaining
I was 7. So.
The way she was explaining it was like, oh, basically, Undertaker now is like a ghost. And he come back and you can't really touch him. You can't hit him. So I'm expecting, WrestleMania 14 for King to swing and just, he going to go right through the like, I was expecting big things at WrestleMania 14. But it still worked out. So
because your mom explains things over the top.
So, yes.
Because at the end of the day, Undertaker was dead.
He woke up dead. That's exactly what happened. So-
How the hell you gonna wake up dead? Unless
with
he
the
was
hand on
zombie.
the with the hand on the hip.
Kane and Undertaker. Cena
Yeah,
and
easily.
Cena, thank you for the memories. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Great
juggernaut
story.
right there.
it's a story of what could have been versus what happened.
What we got? Yeah,
So I think this is easy. Owen versus Brett.
Yeah, we can give it
Yeah.
to Owen, but I'm not gonna lie. That KO, you're on the list, and then
Yeah, very
then-
epic moment.
bro, it pans over to Jericho. He's like, "Why is my name on the
Why
list?"
is my name on the list? Oh,
Very
he-
epic moment.
Oh my god, he turns on him.
you see that? You see this part right here in the body? It just broke. It all broke right there when that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Very epic moment.
I'll never
That shit
forget.
was gut wrenching.
I'll never forget watching, and it was the goddamn thing of friendship. I forgot what they called it.
The Festival of Friendship.
Yes, the Festival of Friendship, and he was like, "Oh, thank you," and Jericho was like, "Oh, you got me the list," and it just says the list of KO on the back, and it says, "Why is my name on the list?" And then KO just turns. Oh,
It was gut wrenching. I loved everything they were doing. They used to call Seth and Roman conditioner brothers, bro. I loved them together.
bro,
The hug of Jericho, bring it in, man. Oh
Bro.
my goodness.
Jericho putting John Moxley's plant on the list.
Oh, Mitch. They put Mitch on the list.
He said, "You stupid plant! You just made the list, bro. That list used to get so popped. Oh,
He put Tom Brady on the list. Put Santa Claus on the list.
Everybody was on that
Oh,
list.
Yeah, everybody was on that list. List was great.
yeah, that list was great. But yeah, I'd definitely give it to Brett and Owen.
Brett and Owen. Moving
Yeah.
on. Matt and Jeff versus Roman and Jay.
Roman
Uh,
and Jay changed the course of WWE forever.
Yeah, but Matt and Jeff Hardy was a better brother feud than what we got out of goddamn Jay and Jimmy.
Yeah, because we was burning down houses, we was fucking up pyro, we was costing each other titles, we was out here doing all types of reckless shit. These Hardys.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to to Jeff and Matt, but Jay and Roman, that story, because I remember watching Jay come out with the white lay, and then Roman had his, and then Jimmy come out hobbling his leg because he couldn't fully walk, and then he had to throw in the towel. He was like, "Stop the damn match, man!" And then Roman was crying in the ring.
Oh, come on.
Nah, that was when Roman really came into himself, bro. When he was talking during the matches and the Hell in a Cell match, and my man Roman was like, "Oh, we gonna go ahead and close this door because ain't nobody going nowhere." I was like, "What? Who?"
Yeah.
I looked at my man Will. I remember when we were watching that, and I'm like, "Bro, who the fuck is this man? Like, this is not Roman Reigns. Who is this man?"
That shit was so good. But I'm definitely gonna give it to Jeff and Matt because I feel like Jeff and Matt were fighting forever. like they were fighting forever. Oh, and then to have Jay pin Roman and be the only person that beat Roman in a while. Yeah, it built, but I'm gonna give it to Jeff and Matt because I'm good. I know y'all can give it to Roman and Jay.
I'm gonna go Roman and Jay. I got to. I love Jeff and Matt, but it changed the business. This is what elevated Jay and Roman's character. This is what, like, Roman talking shit in the ring. That started with his matches with Jay, and Jay building up his fucking single stuff like that. Like, that started with this rivalry. Like, this rivalry had layers to it, bro. I love Matt and Jeff. I do. Matt and Jeff didn't change the landscape of the business with their rivalry. This one did. Like, yeah, I gotta go with Roman and Jay.
Yeah, I think it's tough. Like the Jeff and Matt rivalry was obviously great. We had one match out of that. Actually, before that, they had that one match at Vengeance too, but that really wasn't nothing, honestly. But this Roman and Jay, it went back and forth for many years and told a powerful story each and every time. So, yeah, either way, I love them, but yeah, Roman and Jay for me.
Uso, the New Day. Come on, bro. Move on. Come on.
Yeah, we don't even got to talk about. First of all, even though we don't talk about NXT Nexus and John Cena, that scene at the end of Raw when these niggas were tearing up the fucking ring.
Brian got fired for choking Justin Roberts.
That shit was, oh my God, that shit was crazy. Just watch them, like Cena was there, especially because this is Superman Cena. Purple shirt Cena was he was Superman at that point. And just to watch him just be beat up in a corner on the wooden part of the ring while they're just tearing up the ring. There's no audio. It's just them ripping up the ring. Oh my God.
Cena grasping for life, trying to reach out to whoever.
But nobody's coming to him.
Nobody.
I'm not gonna lie, but that Usos and New Day, that you can
put tag team wrestling back on the map in WWE.
Yeah.
That put butts in seats.
And we got a random rap battle out of it with Wale as a referee.
We went from rap battle to Hell in a Cell.
Not go get all rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
So yeah, Usos and New Day for me. Shit.
Dudley's Hardy's Edge and Christian.
But this Batista and Triple H, like the Hell in a Cell, though.
I'm not gonna lie. Fire. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big Batista head, but I understand why we're choosing the tag match.
Yeah, they did. They fucking killed each other.
I understand why we're choosing the tag match, but that promo Batista.
Yeah, we ain't got to sleep on it. We ain't gonna sleep on Triple H and Batista. Classics.
I mean, we don't care about the WrestleMania match, but that promo Batista cut where he was like, "Yeah, he beat everybody but me," and I was like, "Oh, he damn well did." I was like, "Shit, this nigga Batista talking."
He might have a point.
And we got drunk Batista.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Like that WrestleMania match from 35, that might have been a top 3 match of that whole card. Card wasn't that great, but you know
it was not that great. That was probably
one of the better ones.
I mean, except for when he ripped out the nose ring.
Oh, I love that. That shit was nasty. I was like, these boys getting wild.
That shit was mad funny. But
So,
other than that, yeah, I understand why we're choosing the tag match, though, because these niggas,
you got it. Yeah, we got it. Like
I'm not gonna lie. There's certain moments in WWE where it's hard for you not to mention these 3 niggas in tag team wrestling.
Of course, bro.
Like anytime they mentioned WrestleMania, they always got to show Edge spearing fucking Jeff out of the sky, or this nigga Jeff killing himself on the top of the ladder, or Christian trying to put a table on the ladder so he can get higher up on the fucking. It was a lot. I understand why we're choosing these niggas.
So
we got it.
TLC.
Come on now.
You don't
even stop. Don't even stop. Just go. Just go.
Are we accepting Vince McMahon though?
You have to.
We accepted Hulk Hogan. Vince McMahon and Stone Cold made the Attitude Era. Made it.
Vince McMahon and Stone Cold may be the greatest rivalry of all time. To be fair,
I don't know. I put that up there with Stone Cold and Rock as one of the greatest rivalries of all time. But Mr. McMahon and Stone Cold, nah, that's you can't talk about the 90s without talking about them. Either one of those people.
Go ahead, Dre. Just
yeah. Come on, man.
All
Vince,
right.
don't know what-
Vince,
I don't know
Vince
what the
had
fuck
his
taking
daughter.
so long.
Vince had his daughter on a fake. Jeez, okay.
Triple H broke in this nigga's house, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Wasn't this
Randy
Robert
Orton punted his wife
and kissed her?
and he punted his father-in-law and then RKO'd his wife and then kissed her
Wow,
while
Triple
he
H-
was handcuffed watching her.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's menace to society, Randy Orton, right there.
I'm not gonna lie. You couldn't tell me that Randy Orton didn't get thrown out of his own house when I was a kid.
Bro,
Nigga, I was waiting
very
for it to hit the news. I was like,
bro, the way he threw him through that fucking, I was like, oh, this nigga's going to jail
my
tonight.
nigga,
Like,
nigga, the knock. First of all, the scene is Triple H at the door with the leather jacket on.
but you're already in trouble.
You got biker Triple H. It's already a problem. The nigga pulls up to your cribbo, breaks down your door with the sledgehammer, and just starts fighting. It's him and was it Stacy Keebler on the couch or was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't his wife. It was
No,
like,
it was a fake wife.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. He had his fake wife on the couch. It looked like Stacy Keebler in my mind, and they just started to fight. And then Randy Orton got tossed out of his fucking house.
Yeah, bro. That's just very easy to me.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was disrespectful
But
to the
if
point
you're
he had to break in his house.
But if you're an old head, you can understand why Macho Man and Hulk Hogan that
Are
feud.
on the list. Yeah, I get it.
If you're an old head, you can understand why. Because when they was the fucking Mega Powers, and then the Mega Powers split because of Miss Elizabeth, and then Miss Elizabeth left Macho Man, and then that whole thing was a thing, and then yeah, you can understand why it's up there.
I get it.
But yeah, we're young, so Triple H and Randy.
Absolutely. Brock and Kurt.
Yeah, I think Punk and Triple H only had one match, but if we're also talking like away from wrestling,
I'm
but
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
Brock and Kurt for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I need to see Triple H text message to see if he really texted Kevin Nash. There's no other reason why Kevin Nash would have been back in the WWE. No other reason. None.
So here comes Kevin Nash. Click, click, click. Ironic. That's the sound the remote makes when I gotta change the channel when you're on.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Man,
a
cooked
good.
them. But Brock and Kurt chemistry was great. Backstage segments funny as hell, trying to outdo each other with like push-ups and shit, like drinking milk, and like they hit it on all different cylinders. So yeah, I'd say Brock and Kurt for sure.
I'm gonna go with the women.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
the
I'll
one.
go with the women.
Sheesh.
This man.
It's
Edge,
Matt. It's Matt and it's Matt and Edge.
This man.
It's not a
Matt-
debate.
This man Matt Hardy was yelling out different wrestling promotions on the mic.
In 2006, bro, or 2005, whenever that was.
Niggas didn't even know what Ring of Honor was.
He called him Adam.
That was definitely a fourth wall break during that time.
Adam, you bastard.
Nigga said, I don't care if it's here, if it's Ring of Honor, if it's New Japan, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna beat your ass.
Can we talk about how great that was filmed when Edge and Lita were walking backstage and the camera's close up watching them come? And then you just see Matt bum rush him into the gate, beating his ass down. You don't even know who it is. Then Matt gets up and stands up and you see him. It's like, oh shit. Like,
He said, "Lita, you whore."
you could not tell me that was not real, bro. Like, you could not tell me. Then he attacks him, and then once again, the camera angles like when he attacked him in the ring. Adam, you bastard. Lita, you whore. My goodness.
You know,
It was insanity.
I still don't think they fuck with each other like to this day.
Bro, when you see stuff like that is when I'm like, I really can't believe that the Elite and like Omega and Punk and FTR didn't get a match out of that whole thing. 'Cause I'm like, these dudes didn't want to work with each other
Oh, yeah,
after
that's the whole fact.
a little scrap. This man took this nigga's girl and they worked it out in the ring.
Didn't someone stab Sid Vicious in the neck with scissors? Or was it Arn Anderson in the neck with
I think it
scissors?
was Arn. I think Arn Anderson stabbed Sid with scissors.
Yeah, they worked together after that. You can't, you know.
But that's CM Punk and Undertaker.
It was great.
The nigga emptied out the urn.
I think this is another one of those Pereira and Adesanya things because I don't remember Punk ever winning against Undertaker.
No, he didn't win. But it was
not at all.
It was just the promo work and like
nigga had the thing. He was like, oh yes, with the urn and shit.
Nigga dumped out all the ashes in the urn. Oh my god.
So Edge and Hardy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go with Ed Hardy.
for their professionalism and being able to work it out.
Also, I got a couple more in before I gotta sign on out.
Alrighty. Edge and Orton versus Roberts and Savage. Forgive me for not being an old head and not remembering much of Roberts and Savage. I just know that the snake bit the shit out of Randy Savage, and if I was young, well, obviously
that's about it.
If I was looking at it back then, I would be terrified. This is where Nino Gambino have to chime in and say, "Yeah, this rivalry was great, but for me, I just got to go with Edge and Orton because it's the greatest wrestling match of all time."
That's what they tell us.
That's what we're supposed to believe. But as an old head, I think so. Prior to the snake biting Savage in the ring, there was a scene where Miss Elizabeth and Savage just had their wedding, and Jake the Snake came to the wedding, and he was like, "Oh, I got a gift, and the nigga came with a bag. And he poured the snake on the fucking the table that Miss Elizabeth and Randy were eating at. Because why not? So that was the whole like build up to it. And then he got bit by the snake and then he was losing his fucking mind. But Edge and Randy.
Edge and Randy.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, let's get it. Let's get the shit. All right. Before we automatically say da 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 da, how many times did these motherfuckers main event WrestleMania? And how many matches did they have?
Like 4 or 5?
Like, good lord. Like,
at one point, it was just Brock and Roman.
But Triple H and Foley. You know what? Yeah. Go ahead, Daniel.
Triple H and Foley did some things to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Triple H and Foley. That was this match and the fucking Hell in a Cell with these two.
So you got to go back to the original street fight when it was Cactus Jack and probably
Hunter Hearst Helmsley
at the time.
Yeah, that was the pile driver on the table at the top of the stage, right?
Yep, that one. We had that one. Then it was the infamous Royal Rumble match. Then the Hell in a Cell.
Was it the cage? Did they have a cage match back in the day with the blue cage when Foley finally had his moment and he jumped off and dropped a little out? Yeah. Oh yeah, they got history.
Yeah, and also don't forget when Triple H thought he was facing Dude Love and then they did the 3-person vignette.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
And it was like Mankind was like he was interviewing with Dude Love, and then he was like, "Nah, man, it's somebody you know. It's Cactus Jack." And then Cactus Jack came out of
And Triple H sold the shit out of that. His facial expression, I'll never forget that, bro. Never forget that.
But Roman and Brock really carried the dark ages of the WWE, honestly. From WrestleMania 31 to almost what last year's not last year's WrestleMania 38.
38.
That's a
Yeah.
good 7 years.
When Brock put the fucking tractor on the fucking ring.
The tractor, the last man standing.
That I was in the building for that. That was woo, watching that ring go up. The whole world was just that was crazy.
The original their match at WrestleMania 31 banger.
Yeah, the original unification match too.
Like the whole domino effect of if Brock and Roman faced off at day one pay-per-view, how it's just a whole lot of different factors there.
I think I might go with Triple H and Foley, to be honest, bro. I'm sorry.
I might have to go with Lesnar and Reigns. So it's on.
I understand it. I definitely understand why. 100%.
I'm frozen, but I'm gonna choose Brock versus Mankind. Up. Am I back? Nope. Hello?
That's karma for trying to be a yickhead.
All right, yeah, I'm definitely frozen, but I'm gonna choose Roman and Brock.
I respect it. I definitely respect it. No arguments here.
All right, so we'll do this one and then we'll head off for the show. Which
come on now,
this one,
Ciampa.
Come on now.
However you say this man's name correctly. Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa came out to no music. He came out to no music and booze. This was the first case in NXT where the championship didn't fucking matter, and this match was going on last.
I just had a thought in my head of Ciampa coming out with no music and like a beer in his hand because you said booze. Like this man's drunk, funny, whatever.
Sir.
Comedy.
Yes, bro. This man was reckless. Anytime Johnny Gargano had a little sense of something going on, this man, Tommaso, just came to fuck up the day. He literally was not allowing Johnny to have a good time doing nothing.
Oh, you thought you was?
He did not want Johnny Gargano to even wake up smiling. Like, he was just looking. Tommaso Ciampa lived his day every day. He would wake up and just be like, good morning. Woke up. What can I do to go fuck up Johnny Gargano's day today? Like, that's what he did. Anytime we had a nice moment for Johnny, bam, Tommaso was here to fuck it up. Even when Johnny lost, Tommaso would come and fuck it up more.
Every single time.
Every
single time.
Yeah, it's Gargano and Ciampa. It's Gargano and Ciampa. I don't even really the feud with Cody and Seth. Come on now, that was a couple matches. There was hatred and shit on the line in this feud right here.
Aren't they both tied for three matches each?
I really don't know.
I think it's 2 and 2.
No, Ciampa and Tomas. Ciampa and Gargano had 3, and Seth and Cody had 3.
No, Ciampa and Gargano had 5 technically, but yeah.
But the difference is Cody been whooping Seth's ass this whole time. That's another 3-peat. Like Seth ain't getting it.
And the fucking pectoral.
The pectoral, the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, we can definitely stop right here because the answer is already Rock, but we can definitely stop right here.
We're just gonna do that and then go on. Sorry. And then yeah, we'll definitely I'm sorry. It is still easy to me.
It's Orton and Cena, right?
Yes.
Them niggas fought like 137 times on camera.
First
Sorry.
of all, I know you can't see me, but I'm gonna just say this because that we're not going any further than this. The man Randy Orton kicked John Cena's dad in the neck on
Say it
national
again.
TV.
Say it again. Say it one more time. Say it with your chest.
Randy
I need
Keith
it.
Orton
What'd he
took
do?
John Cena's dad out of the audience and
Yep.
kicked him in the neck on national TV.
Can you do me a favor, Duran?
What?
Can you just say it one more time for the folks in the back? What he did?
For the people in the rear that ain't got no ears.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Right. I didn't expect that to Rob, but I made it happen. This nigga Randy Keith Orton on a regular Monday Night Raw
Let him know.
took this man John Cena's father,
John
Faj-
Felix Anthony Sr.
his Faja, and kicked him in the fucking neck.
Man was a menace to goddamn society. Randy Orton needed a straitjacket at least from 2007 to 2013.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going any further than this because the fuck this shit right here. Nope, I'm good. You want me Daniel Bryan Authority versus? Nah, I'm good. Mm-mm. You guys have a good night. Dre, sign us the fuck out of here.
I think it's a little easy for me too, but we won't know until next week. Next Wednesday, same. I'll let Daniel do that part.
Make sure you tune in with us next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Same 3D time, same 3D channel.
And thank you for all of us joining in. I think a bunch of YouTube people came in, and I appreciate you guys for that. Right now, obviously, like I said, we're going to see you guys next week and whatnot. We're going to continue this, just going to save this so there's no mishaps and whatnot. And yeah, we're just going to keep it pushing. And that's that. We're going to try to watch AEW on DVR because what else is there to do? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for vibing with us. Next time, we'll see you guys and we'll have more interaction and things like that. Let people know where they can find you. And we'll start with Daniel.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Daniel_Lamar. You can find me on TikTok at Lamar Loves Wrestling. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Let me just put it out there. Dave Meltzer literally said, he's like, I bet Triple H is like kicking himself in the ass and he regrets not signing Will Ospreay. Because how do you watch a match like that and you just don't go, wow? Like some people might never see that in their lifetime. Yeah, I'm sure Triple H is sitting there looking at all the records that they're breaking, like, oh man, should have signed Will Ospreay. No, fuck you, Dave Meltzer. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you next week.
Duran, where can they find you? I know you got some important stuff coming up literally tomorrow. Let them know.
All right, I have a comedy show tomorrow. It's at Fish and Chips. If you're in the Hudson Valley, you can pop out. I am at the Mansion this Friday. Next week, Thursday, I will be at Queen City DJing a Growing and Sexy event, and then Friday, I don't think I'm doing anything. But that is it. But like I said, tomorrow you can find me at Fish and Chips, doing comedy. That is it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, obviously you can find us everywhere, every social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, website, makeent.com. We got everywhere, content everywhere, we're all over the place. You can find us anywhere. Just click on the links. You'll probably find me in court in New Paltz next Wednesday. And then at that point in time, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. And we shall see you later on. Have a good rest of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Go beat that yeet.
Finna beat my yeet.